Hi, I'm Tanya Gallagher, and we have a packed studio, our Studio A here at WWF Station. And for good reason, we have two wonderful Pensacola-based artists here at the station, Jonathan Puzan and Katie Dineen. Public radio stations like WUWF connect their audiences to independent and emerging artists every day with their music programming. WUWF has a variety of music shows ranging from jazz and big bands to alternative and folk rock. And on the first Thursday of every month, you can come down to the Museum of Commerce and join me and this amazing crowd for RadioLive, where we host musicians from all over the country at the Museum of Commerce in downtown Pensacola. For Public Radio Music Day, we're highlighting the amazing talent we have here locally in our area. Up first, we have Jonathan Puzan. He is a performer, songwriter, audio engineer, and family man navigating through a unique career in music. The songs he writes are a combination of personal experiences, analogies of nature and life, and creative storytelling. If you guys will please give it up for Jonathan Puzan.
Well, hello there. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. I know you can't really respond, but that's okay. I'd like to first start this off by saying thank you so much for having me. What a pleasure it is to be here, especially for something as important as public radio, which in my life is personally very important. I spend a lot of time in a vehicle going from place to place, just like everyone else, you know. And in that time, I am basically glued to my radio almost every single time I'm driving. So all that being said, I'm going to kick this thing off, and it's such a pleasure to be here. I'm going to start this off with this song called Joy. Joy is it's one of my favorite songs I've written, and I always say it's a happy song disguised as a sad song, so hopefully you enjoy it. I found Joy by a bar on the river. She was looking for something to save her. Only thunder around and she's stumbling now, so she reached for the hand that I gave her. And she swears up and down she hears God making talk with the devil. And it scares her to death 'cause she's feeling she might be in trouble. And here it goes again. She found love for herself away Mississippi, away from her home in Missouri. Just take me away, she'd always say. And up came the devil, all of his sin, told her a story and invited her in. Away, Mississippi, away. It ain't all that bad, I think. Fallen angels still have wings. While we're looking for something to save us, there's an artist that's trying to paint us in all of her glory, alive and adoring the scene of the story. And she's singing the songs that engage us while we're singing to look for a purpose. Away, Mississippi, away, our great river, don't take us. Sleeping in the dark can be a better bet, dressed in the disguise of the promised land. Every business has its price for the vice it sells. The morning sky will rise despite the tale it tells. Joy may find you in the night when you're good and lit, or maybe in the day when you're sick from it. The devil turning in your stomach is the way he hits. But joy ain't ever far behind because she's felt him. Joy ain't ever far behind because she walks the line. She has felt the devil's touch from time to time. And she's learning that without him she will be just fine. She's learning that without him she will be just fine. It ain't all that bad, I think. Fallen angels still have wings. While we're looking for something to save us, there's an artist that's trying to paint us in all of her glory, alive and adoring the scene of the story. And she's singing the songs that engage us while we're singing to look for our purpose. Away, Mississippi, away, your great river, don't take us. Away, your great river, don't take us. I found Joy by a bar on the river. She was looking for something to save her. Only thunder around and she's stumbling now, so she reached for the hand that I gave her. A little song called Joy. Thank you so much. So this next song I'm gonna play is I was flying this past March with my entire family. So I have 3 sons and a beautiful wife. Who is affectionately named B, or Britt, but I call her B. She's mine, B. And we were flying in an airplane to St. Louis, where she's from, and I was looking out the window, and I saw a thunderstorm. I thought it was the coolest thing, because I'd never seen a thunderstorm from above. We were above the thunderstorm. It was just the craziest thing to see. And so we landed, and I had this little tiny toy guitar with, 3 or 4 strings, and I started writing this song, and it's really just a song from the perspective of a thunderstorm. But before I do that, I'm going to talk a little more about the song so I can tune my guitar for you. Yeah, and I don't have much more to say about it, so sorry for that. Should have been doing that already. It's so strange playing with headphones. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, here it is. It's called Thundercloud. I'm a roaring thundercloud, promise of impending storm. Above my malevolence, a blue beauty beams about free. She is the open sky, color of the sunrise. I sing with her a harmony, rumble in a minor key. Stumble in your heartbeat, imperfect timing. Chaos is my energy. I cry and thrash and slam the land. Dare to dance in path with me. Danger deals an honest hand. Electricity, attracting of opposing forces. Charming in my rising, in strength I am demising. And will I am surprising. In calm I am disguising. In song I am frightening. in your eyes. I am lightning. I may cut off the roads and shut out the lights, outflow each drainage pipe. But if you dream to dance in the cool at night, I know a spot that is dark and quiet. Through all of my power and thunderous pride, there's a place that I've saved for your safe space. And if you don't like it, it's no bother here. Without the deluge, no wildflowers would bloom. Hate all you want, it's no bother to me. I come from a land that's as wild as it is free. I come from a land that's as wild as it is free. Little song about a thunderstorm. Thank you. All right. So, like, just the several billion people we have in the world. I've struggled in my own ways with different things. I could go down the list really. But this particular song I wrote about my struggle with addiction, and I kind of simplified it really. But this one is called Criminal, and it's sometimes you gotta take what you are and how you are and face it. And this is how I did that. Well, I bummed another pack of smokes today. Yeah, 10 new strangers, 2 spare smokes away of getting my fix of the flames that I've lit. Sweet addiction's here, 'cause easy never came. Well, now money's hard and gold just melts away. But the silver lining gives a dog its day. But soon the dough is spent and I'm left with pocket lint. You see, I always seem to take the things I know I shouldn't take. I always seem to take the things I know I shouldn't take. Criminal, criminal, what a word. If the only ones who feel it live and learn, often think that love can change it, but it only makes you face it, so face it. I said not who, but what do you love and why? I said not who, but what do you love and why? Another pack of cigarettes down. Complimented remnants of a night out on this town. I should probably take the high road, but I sure enjoy the social. So I bum another pack of smokes and hope it doesn't count. I bum another pack of smokes and hope it doesn't count. Criminal, criminal, what a word. If the only ones who feel it live and learn, often think that love can change it, but it only makes you face it. So face it. I said not who, but what do you love and why? I said not who, but what do you love and why? So face it. I said not who, but what do you love and why? I said not who, but what do you love and why? I said not who, but what do you love and why? I said not who, but what do you love? Thank you. Moving right along. So this next tune that I'm going to play for you is it's a song I wrote early on this year. My oldest son, who is 8 years old now, he had a just terrible fever. We took the thermometer out and we checked it out, and it was 105.8. I was terrified. So I paced around for about 20 minutes trying to figure out, should we take him to the hospital? Should we just see what happens? And it's a horrible logic. And so I had the bright idea to try the thermometer out on myself. And go figure, the thermometer was broken. He did have a high fever, but I was 101.3 or something when I checked it, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. So in all my relief, I went into my little recording studio thing, and I wrote this song, and it's called Overnight Fever. And go figure, the next morning he was just fine. Minutes moving on my FM radio, volume way down low, time is moving at a special kind of slow. Am I sleepwalking, shivering from my crown to tips of toes, coughing, runny nose, Papa feels my temperature, it's rose, thorns when I'm talking, sick of sleeping, sick of boredom, sick of rain. I'm sick of this thermometer, sick to of worrying about this overnight fever. Mama makes me soup and buttered toast, then slices pineapple, tells me I should eat, but I said no, I can't even swallow. Can I be excused from the table? Oh no, my feet won't even go. Carried back to bed, my head on my pillow, staring out the window, sick of sleeping. I'm sick of boredom, sick of rain, sick of that thermometer, sick today, sick again, sick of worrying about this overnight fever. I'm so scared I might die. 105 is much too high. I hear the whisper through my fear. I hear my papa's voice. Thermometers broke, a cruel sort of joke. Oh, Papa, thanks for letting me know. Morning time, my fever's broke. My energies awoke. Pour a bowl or two of cereal. You know, I'm kinda hungry. Ask me how I feel today. I'm actually okay. Tired in a better sort of way. I'm walking and talking and sick of sleeping. I'm sick of boredom. Let's go out to play. Come on, let's climb through the window. Better days, brighter dreaming, undefeated, beating that overnight fever. Thank you all. Well, I appreciate, that song rings true right now. I lost my voice last week, and I'm just so overjoyed I got a little bit of it back now. Darn overnight fevers. So, let's see. I got time for about one more song for you. And I'm going to drastically change the tuning of my guitar. No, not that one. Wrong string. So I haven't even played this song in front of anyone at this point. So this is kind of its debut. Hopefully I don't mess the lyrics up or anything crazy like that. I'd like to also end this by saying thank you so much for having me. It's really such a pleasure to be here, and look forward to, there's more music coming up after me by Katie Dineen and her band, and it's going to be really, really incredible. So keep tuning in. Don't go anywhere. This song is The World is Crazy. We all know that. I mean, it's crazy. It's always been crazy, and it just keeps getting crazier. And in my life, I've had to make a lot of drastic changes for myself to be a good father and a good, good friend and all of that fun stuff. And so that's kind of what this song is about. If I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, everything's done. I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, and everything's gone. Right on. Nobody's gonna chase you down. You spun right out of town after burning it all to the ground. Wicked words and unsung melodies of love. Why bother? Right on, 2 thumbs up. Hey, I'm the critic, even though I love you, and our world's under review. So I'll watch you leave, even if it kills me. Good night, moon, hello, doom, I feel you. If I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, and everything's done. I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, everything's done for right away. But no, I'll miss you. I'm only lonely when I'm rolling slowly back into reunited, living high and prided. I made every choice I made to the day I die. I did right away. Write stories, songs, and entries we can hide away, 'cause we were sideways and lost sight of things, and somehow stumbled right back into life again. So as my eulogy is read, please find some time to say, if I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you won't get right. We don't get right, everything's done. And I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, nobody gets right. I don't get right, you don't get right. We don't get right, and everything's done for. Place. The ground beneath you caved, you fell into it. You wouldn't believe what hides in the ruins of time and space, past the path you have to face. The man in the mirror can now see clearer, through less fear. He got right, she got right. In the end, everything felt right. Dreams were alive, people were kind, united and thriving. Brothers stopped hating brothers, people stopped hurting each other, and life stood a world of lovers, actually there for each other, actually having the time, and actually giving a dime or a day, or a hand, or anything more than a cold shoulder. In my guilt as my gaze goes adrift, I am healing and shaking the rift. I am fighting the future of now and showing up because I know it means the world. I think it's vital to be a good friend. I release the desire for revenge. I don't care if you try to offend. Ditch the diss, spill it out, cry over it, and get right. Thank you all for having me.
You're awesome, Jonathan. Thank you so much. One more time for Jonathan, everyone. Well, that was so great, and we have more to come. So we'll let Katie and her band start heading up here. And up next, we have Katie Dineen. I'm going to be reading your bio while you guys are walking up here. So totally not embarrassing at all. So based in the Gulf Coast, Katie Dineen has played piano, guitar, and sang since childhood, mostly alone in her room. After moving away for college, she started playing for audiences and then her own open mic. She founded the Pensacola Songwriters Round, a monthly showcase fostering collaboration and inspiration within the local music scene, and I can attest for that. It is an amazing night of music if you catch one of her Pensacola Songwriter Rounds. Her debut album, This One For You, released in August 2024, blends full band and acoustic tracks, touching on themes of nature, love, and gratitude for the art of songwriting. She's joined today by Jacob Palmer on electric guitar and harmonies, Taylor White on drums, Zach Ketchum on bass, and Zach Callahan on saxophone. Please give it up for Katie Dineen and her wonderful band.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm Katie, and we're going to play some songs from the album. So this one's called Invisible Strings. There are invisible strings connecting everything, the past to the present, the future to me. And sometimes I find if I go tugging on the lines, it's like I'm fishing for the time when I was a girl with my grandmother's curls and the heart that hungered for the world. A question mark, the initial spark, a seed that grows into a tree. So what are you dreaming of? And how are you living up to the promises you made when you were young and free to be anything you could still be? Anything there are invisible strings connecting everything, the past to the present, and you to me. And sometimes I fight if something's heavy on my mind. I'll write myself a letter and wait for her reply. Sometimes I look into the mirror and I see her. The lines around my eyes show I've smiled my whole life. She is the choices that I make. She's all my love and my mistakes. She is the tree, and I am the seed. So what are you dreaming of? And how are you living up to the promises you made when you were young and free to be anything you could still be? Anything that you wanna be, that you wanna be, that you wanna be. What do you wanna be? What do you wanna be? Appreciate it. Thank you. Switch it up. This next one's about wild onions. I like that Jonathan's second song was about a thunderstorm, because this kind of touches on that too. So. Sitting amongst the wild onions, a thought drifts by. I watch it 100,000 miles away, like it's a cloud up in the sky. The barking woodpecker and the blue jay sure have a lot to say. Do nothing, go nowhere, be no one new. Do nothing, go nowhere, be no one, let all of it go and just enjoy the show. Sparrows fight amongst themselves, and I hear my kittens bell. The road just beyond my fence hums in defiance. I'd like to stop the flow of cars and let the wildlife cross. Do nothing, go nowhere, be no one new. Do nothing, go nowhere, be no one, let all of it go and just enjoy the show. Sitting amongst the wild onions, a thought drifts by. It's like a rain cloud blotting out the sun, not another one. It's just a passing phase. Well, here's to better days. Here's to better days. Let 'em do nothing, go nowhere, be no one new. Let 'em do nothing, go nowhere, be no one. and just enjoy the show. Let go of strife and just enjoy your life, your life.
Appreciate it. Right next to Zach Callahan. He's going to come play some sax for us. This next one is called Heaven in the Now, and it's about noticing how good it is to be here now. And it is so good to be here now. I really appreciate 88.1 and public radio for everything it's done for me and for, you know, our country. And yeah, it's just good to be here, playing for you. It works. It still works. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Quite sure what's beneath, but I know I belong here. I trust the mud with my feet. It feels like the good old days. It's wet and cold and I'm running through the haze. Say yes to everything that comes our way. Like a buttercup with dew in the morning. Oh, in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. Oh, in the morning. Oh, in the morning. Watching the stars as they fly in the sky. I hear a chorus of frogs as the moths go dancing by. It feels like the good old days. It's wet and cold and I'm running through the haze. Say yes to everything our way. It feels like heaven in the now. It's raining down and I open up my mouth saying fill me up like a buttercup with dew in the morning. It feels like the golden in 20 years. What would we give to have this back? To have this back? To have this back? To have this back? To have this.
Thank you. Something that I love to do is walk in the woods and be in wild places. And I wrote this song while walking down the trail one day and I saw a bumblebee, but honeybee is cuter in lyrical terms to me right now. So the song's called Honeybee. Walking down the trail, what do I see? What do I see but a honeybee? And she said, won't you follow me? I'll show you all you're meant to see. She said, won't you follow me? Follow me, I'm your honeybee. Walking down the trail, what do I find? But trailing vines of muscadine, little grapes so ripe and sweet, I start to eat and spit seeds. I said, says a honeybee, she says to me. Walking down the trail, what do I know? In the shade where the red ferns grow, to and fro from water sweet as to low, and mind and time is sticking slow. Walking down the trail, what do I know? Walking down the trail with sage and pine, oh, railroads leaking turpentine. And this is how I waste my time, this is how I heal my mind, this is how I spend my life walking around those lonely pines. Said walking down the trail with sage and pine, oh, railroads leaking turpentine. And this is how I waste my time, this is how I heal my mind, this is how I spend my life walking around those longleaf pines. Hey, thanks. Hey, Dale, I'm going to switch over to the other guitar. Thanks, Zach, for playing with us. Am I good to unplug, Dale? Sweet, thank you. Oh, thanks. That makes it easy. Appreciate it. I wrote this next one in non-standard tuning, so my guitar has to go through a lot of grief for me to be able to play it. That's why I brought two. But this one is also on the album, and it's called In a Year, and I wrote it for Jacob because we're together, and I love him, and yeah, that's the reasons why. Why rush forever? Why jump when you can wade into the deep blue, knowing full well what you're getting into? And I'm getting better, but I still got a ways to go before I know I can fall into the feeling. 'Cause maybe it's the honeymoon phase, how all the months blend into days, but I can't see past your face. So if you were to ask today,
still remember the promise that I made to keep you to my own till my brain is fully grown. When we're together, all those mistakes we had to make fade into grace, 'cause they brought us to this place. And maybe it's all part of the plan. You're the line here on my hand, and now I finally understand. Oh, cliche, how when they say you know, you just know that in a year you'll be 31, in a year I hope you'll be my husband. In a year will we still live here? In a year will we move somewhere colder where we can grow older and change with the seasons? You don't need a reason to change, but ain't it strange how a year's such a long time away? So why rush forever? Why jump when you can wade into the deep old blue, knowing full well what you're getting into?
Switch back. Thank you guys. Thank you, Jacob. So, we played a bunch of songs from the album that I released last month, or 2 months ago, I guess now. And these last two we're going to play for y'all today are unreleased. But in the theme of October, this one is releasing on Sunday. It's called Halloween Store. And I feel like a lot of my songs are really personal, and this one is not, fortunately. It's a fictional song that was inspired by Andy Schaaf's Norm album. And yeah, if you like it, be sure to check it out wherever you want to after the 27th of October.
It's funny how a moment can change your world. You parked right next to me at the Halloween store, and I recognized a face from a time or two before. So when you asked me on a day, I said sure. Nothing can brace me for the ride I would take. Nothing can brace me for my honest mistake. Walking down the aisle at the Halloween store for a last minute costume while you smoked outside the door. You walked me to my car, but the battery was dead. You said your party's not far. I could take you instead. Then you took me past the party, past the city, where no one was watching but the moon. And I'll be there soon. Nothing can brace me for the ride I will take. Nothing can brace me for my final mistake at the Halloween store.
Thank you. I'll follow your lead. The world's falling apart. I like that as an ending song. I think it is and it isn't, right? It's all coming apart, coming back together. This is going to be our last song. This one is also unreleased, but is recorded, so will be released at some point. And I'm calling it Money Due because he said that in the studio, and I think it's dumb, and I like it. And so thank you so much to 88.1 and Public Radio for having us on and having John on. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. This is our last one. And let's do it, boys. Let's have fun.
There's a shadow on the wall that's been following me since I was 23. It's been 23 years since those towers did fall, and I grew up in a world I don't understand at all. But it's money, 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 money was the game that everybody's gonna play. And I don't want to be revolutionary, but it seems to me the world is gonna break. Systems are gonna shake under the weight, and the only way is through. To the day when the weeds take back the concrete, make a meadow in the street. And if you want to follow me, I'll show you where the blueberries used to grow downtown before they cut them down. And I don't want to speak negatively, but between just you and me, Yeah, the only way, the way, oh, the only way is through.
Hey, thank you so much.